Welcome back to Year in the Loft with Alex. Today is album 7, track 1, and is basically the second half of the Nashville albums. The first half, the album was called Nashville Sunrise, so it only made sense for me to call the second one Nashville Sunset, which is what this album's going to be called. Basically just follows that theme of me with all the songs that I've written or co-written out in Nashville. Now, today's song, there is only one thing for me to do, which is actually record vocals, because I didn't actually produce it. It was produced by Andrew. I kind of work with out there, who I write with, who I've stayed with, so props to him for letting me go and stay. Always a pleasure. Yeah, let's just get to it. So I'm about halfway through recording the vocals, and one thing I've just thought, when Andrew sent me the session over, all the files, he also sent me some of James's kind of demo vocals, and I think I'm going to keep them on in the track and just time them to mine or whatever needs timing so that they can stay on and add a lower weight. I'll explain what I mean though when we come to talk through the track, but for now I'm going to finish recording the vocals, do some backing, and yeah, catch up with you shortly. I'm back, vocals done and edited. Let's jump straight into the project. Now, the first thing you can notice basically is everything's audio. Well, everything but one thing, this top. And that's because Andrew sent the session. He was just like, here's everything you need, do what you want. And the only thing I've actually changed is this 808. I actually, there was an original 808, which I've deleted. I probably could have just showed you it, but I don't know why. I just deleted it when putting the session together. And I actually added my own, this one. But I kept the same rhythm of the original just because the rhythm was fine. So that's the only kind of MIDI I've added. Everything else is audio, so we can go through it one by one. The main, basically, bulk of the song is with the acoustic guitar. And the finger snaps, which were also live recorded when we were out in Nashville. And then there is some synths, which you can hear. This is the first one. There's then this one. And this one. Then into the chorus, we have some electric guitars, just playing some big diamond chords. And the 808. Kick drum comes in with a tambourine and eventually a snare. Then for the chorus, the kicks and everything stays, which you can hear. And then in the last chorus we had a little bit of more percussion, this shaker. And we add a bass and an arpeggiator. And the real bass was played by Andrew, the guitar was played by James. So shout out to those guys, obviously. And that pretty much makes up the extent of the production to the song. Now, the song was written between four of us, Andrew, James, myself, and Blake, who I've written with. So, a great combination of writers, and I'm going to play you a little bit of the lead vocal.
Down with the pace, losing all control of this race. But I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna run away.
And something interesting, there's no pre-chorus in this song, so once you have these two verses, which is kind of the main block of the verse, it jumps straight into the chorus.
I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway. I'm letting go of mistakes.
And then we basically jump into the second verse, and as you can hear James's vocals, I kept his original demo vocals on. And then throughout the track, as I always do, as I always talk about, I had some ad-libs.
In this place, I'm getting lost in this space.
And the final thing I want to talk about with the vocals is I do a bit of like a sing J bit in the mid-late because we weren't necessarily sure what we wanted to do with that. And I just started writing, now I'm living all my dreams in my head and all I want to do. And like, I just basically wrote this kind of mini rap in a way, which I can play.
No. Cause I'm living all my dreams in my head and all I wanna do is keep chasing. Been trying to fight through the walls of the hate when all I wanna do is just taste it. Writing music all alone in my basement, putting pen to the paper, yeah, putting pen to the paper. I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway.
And then for the bit at the end is just kind of like the instrumental. There's no like double chorus as such. So that makes up the track. Let me talk you through the lyrics. Verse 1 says, I'm slowing down with the pace, losing all control of this race, but I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna run away. Seeing all the scars on my face, all the subtle lines you can trace, I don't wanna run, because I'm not a runaway. Just briefly on the verse, really kind of nice wordplay because slowing down with the pace, losing the race, but you're not gonna run away. And it's all kind of metaphors for you're not gonna run away from your own problems. You've got scars on your face, like battle scars from wounds, and I don't know if that's maybe tiredness, but people can see how tired you are, or whatever it is, very descriptive. And then the chorus just says, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway. More carried by the melody and kind of the way that we've sung each. I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, I'm not a runaway, not a runaway. So all kind of different just through the chorus. Verse 2, I'm letting go of mistakes. I'm moving forward today because I will never run, I will never run, I will never run away. I feel alive in this place, I'm getting lost in this space. But I don't ever run because I'm not a runaway. So once again, it's just the theme about you've been through bad times and, you might be hitting rock bottom, but you're never going to run away. You're always going to fight what you have to fight. And as I said, you're getting lost. I feel alive, but I'm getting lost, but you have to keep going. And I think that's probably one of my favorite lyrics of the song. I feel alive in this place, I'm getting lost in this space. It's like you might feel like you can do it, but you're still struggling. So, and it's just, but you're saying you're never giving up. Then into the chorus again, and finally into the bridge, which I say, because I'm living all my dreams in my head and all I want to do is keep chasing. Self-explanatory. Been trying to fight through the walls of the hate when all I want to do is just taste it. So you're working so hard to get to the top. Writing music all alone in my basement, putting pen to the paper. Yeah, putting pen to the paper, which I thought was quite nice. Although obviously this was written out in Nashville, and obviously here writing music all alone in the attic, in the loft, not in the basement. But hey, each to their own. I guess it was a different studio. So yeah, that's Runaway. Obviously, I'll leave the lyrics in the description and in the comments for you to read. The audio will be out tomorrow, as always. Yeah, it feels good to be starting album 7 over halfway in the whole of the project, which still baffles me a little bit. And these albums really come into their own. I think the songwriting is just a level above. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, or if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Leave the video a like if you've enjoyed it. I will catch up in a few days' time. Bye-bye and peace.